So you've started your own real estate YouTube channel and you don't really feel like the video is going anywhere, you feel all over the place, and you don't feel like you actually have a structure. Well, in today's video, we're gonna be going over our exact 5-step framework we use for pretty much every single video on this channel, on our real estate YouTube channels, and the same framework we use to get that 100,000 subscriber button here on YouTube. So if you wanna learn that exact framework, stay tuned for today's video. Hey, what's going on everyone? Aaron here from the Real Estate Marketing Guys, as well as Revamped Real Estate, a company built specifically to help real estate agents, brokers, and team leaders not only build up a following on YouTube to monetize it and bring in leads for 100% free, as well as running your own YouTube ads to bring in in-market buyers and sellers. And like we said at the beginning of the video, we're gonna go over our exact 5-step framework that we use every single time we make a new video to make sure, again, we're following the framework, it has an actual structure, and it will make people want to actually watch your entire video. So with that being said, before we jump too far into it, I would highly recommend that you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell right next to that to get notified every single time we upload a brand new video here on the channel. We're gonna be extremely consistent here through 2021, going into the next couple of years, 2 to 3 videos a week. So make sure you stay tuned and click the subscribe button. And make sure to stay to the end of the video because we have a couple bonus tips that will definitely help you in conjunction with this 5-step process. So again, stay tuned. So jumping into step number 1 and kind of peeling back the curtain just a little bit, I've pretty much went through the first 3 steps in this video already, which this is basically going to be like inception for this 5-step plan. But step number 1 is going to be the intro to your video. Now, what you're going to want to do, and you've probably seen a lot of your favorite YouTubers doing this, is you give a little bit of a teaser of what they can expect into the video. So again, you started off, hey, in today's video, we're going to go over X, Y, and Z. And what I like to do is to introduce a little bit of a pain point into there. So again, it plays on their emotional strings a little bit to understand that, like, okay, so if you're struggling with this, you definitely need to watch this video. Kind of like I did at the beginning here, as I said, hey, if you are feeling like your videos are all over the place, then you're going to want to watch this video. So if someone's feeling like their videos are all over the place, of course, they're going to watch through the video. So again, intros are usually pretty simple. You just want to give a little bit of what they can expect for the actual video, which brings us into, I guess, step number 1.5 is including a bumper, a bumper reel into your video. All that is if you watch back our videos, there's that little like compilation of music and video clips that we have that's more of just a branding play. We want people to see that every single time we upload a video. So again, they just constantly have this Real Estate Marketing Guys branding in their head. So jumping into step number 2 of our 5-step framework is going to be your second intro. I didn't come up with a more fancy name for it, but really what it's gonna do is just introducing yourself, right? As opposed to introducing the topic, you're introducing yourself as opposed to doing that at the very beginning, because nobody really cares about you. They wanna, people are selfish, right? They wanna know what they're gonna get out of the video first. So after the bumper plays, or you don't have to have the bumper, but after that plays, is you just jump into it and say, hey, what's going on? My name is Aaron from ABC Real Estate, and what you can expect in today's video is da-da-da-da-da, right? So you're going into really almost like reiterating the intro with an intro number 2, if that makes sense. If you wanna see more of what I'm talking about, I'm gonna leave a link to one of our real estate YouTube videos, and you can kind of cross-reference this video with that one and almost break down kind of like how we're doing it, right? Break down the 5 steps here, go watch that video and say, oh, okay, so that's what he meant by intro number 2. Another thing that I like to throw into the second intro is almost like a little more of a teaser of why they need to watch through the entire video. So for example, in the beginning of this video, I told you, wait till the end of the video for a couple of bonus tips, right? If you're doing like a pros and cons video, let's say you're doing 5 pros and 5 cons, maybe saying something like, hey, so we're gonna go over the 5 pros and the 5 cons, and make sure you stay for con number 3 because it's actually kind of crazy, blah, 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 right? So again, picking something specific that's a little bit later in the video, so they're kind of forced to watch the video, right? Like same thing with the news. They don't give you, the juicy details up front. They say, hey, so make sure you stay till 6:45 because we're gonna show you how this guy got eaten by an alligator, right? They give you a reason that you're supposed to watch the entire video. Now, jumping into step number 3 of the 5-step framework is going to be your call to action. Now, guys, this is extremely, extremely, extremely important to make sure that you are actually generating leads from your YouTube channel. Now, if you don't want leads or business or revenue, then of course, don't worry about this, but it's extremely important to make sure you include this into your videos. I'm actually gonna leave a link, it should be up here at the top of the video, to check out our longer version of why calls to actions are so important and why you need it to gain subscribers, which, thinking about it, if it's not up there right now, we will put it in once the actual video does go live. So the call to action. the reason most people don't like to put a call to action is because they feel like they're being too pushy or too salesy, when really it's actually the opposite, right? Just change your mindset. Instead of, oh, I don't want to feel salesy or pushy. Think of it more of like, I need to invite these people in, because if not, they're going to find a real estate agent that, let's say, screws them over, or whatever the verbiage that you want to use. So literally just framing it as, hey, if you're ever moving or relocating to the area, we would 100% love to help you out on your home buying journey. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my information down below. So, feel free to reach out, shoot a text, give me a call anytime you need help, because again, we do it every day and we absolutely love it. So literally that small little piece of, that call to action is so that you can almost prompt them to reach out to you. Because if you kind of just make videos and just hope and pray that someone's going to reach out to you, then you're going to be waiting a lot of times for a really long time. So incorporating your call to action in the beginning of your video is extremely important, and of course at the end, which we'll jump into here in a second. Now, step number 4 of the 5-step process, the 5-step framework, is actually the most simple, because this is the actual like meat and potatoes of the video. You're going over, all the details of the cost of living, or all the details of the pros and cons, which, by the way, if you haven't watched our video of the 5 videos you must create for your real estate YouTube channel, I'm gonna leave that as a link up here as well as the description down below, so you can check that out and get a little bit more insights as to the types of videos that you need to create. But of course, you're going over the education portion of the video so that they get something out of it. And really, just to put it into perspective, the first 1, 2, and 3 steps should really only last about a minute to a minute and a half. A lot of times it's actually shorter than that. If it goes anything longer than a minute and a half, or you're going, that's just way too long for the intro of the video. So again, it usually is about a minute to a minute and a half for the intro. And then of course you have, again, the step number 4, which is usually about 8 to 10 minutes. We always recommend to have your videos always be longer than 10 minutes. The longer, the better, but also staying under about 17 minutes is kind of like the sweet spot that we found after uploading literally thousands of videos here on YouTube. But of course, you just want them to stay on your channel for as long as possible. And that's how you get YouTube to start to push your videos out to more and more people. All right, and last but not least, step number 5 is going to be your wrap up and your call to action. So kind of similar to what we did earlier in the video, is you're just gonna give them a call to action. So the way that I like to do it, let's say we're doing the pros and cons of living in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I would probably end it like this. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the pros and cons of living in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, and also let me know your favorite part down in the comments below. Also, we post extremely consistently here on the YouTube channel, so make sure that you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell right next to that to continue to learn everything you need to know about living here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And of course, if you've ever looking to move or relocate to the area, we'd love to help you out. We do it on a daily basis. And yeah, so make sure you check out our information down below. So literally, that's all you have to do. It just, again, the wrap up of the video, ask for a like, ask for a comment, make sure to remind them to subscribe, as well as reach out to you if they ever need any help. So again, that's pretty much it. That's our 5-step framework. So we'll recap really quickly. Number 1 is just going to be your intro, right? 1.5 is going to be incorporating a bumper in there if you want to have that. Again, not mandatory, but you can put it in there if you want to. Number 2 is going to be your intro. Number 2, I guess is what we're calling it. Can't think of a better name. Step number 3, or part number 3 of the 5-step framework, is going to be your call to action. Number 4 is going to be the education portion. And then number 5 is going to be the wrap up and the second call to action. So again, think of it more as a framework, not necessarily something that has to be followed every single step of the way, but using it and manipulating it based on what works best for you. So this is kind of weird because this is Inception, but now it's time for my wrap up and my call to action. So if you did enjoy this video, of course, these were the 5 steps and of course our 5-step framework to make sure that you actually know where you're going within your videos. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, as well as leave a comment down below. Are you gonna be using this? Have you had a framework in the past? Would love to have a conversation down below. And of course, just a quick reminder, we're gonna be extremely consistent here on the YouTube channel, especially in 2021. So make sure you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell right next to that to get notified every single time we upload a brand new video here, 100% free on the channel, giving you guys the insights of what you need to know of growing your YouTube following as well as running YouTube advertising. So again, guys, my name is Aaron from the Real Estate Marketing Guys as well as Revamped Real Estate. Enjoy the rest of your day and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.